In 2017, a depressing tragedy between Lee Rodarte Jr., a convicted murderer and former manager of Bonefish Grill, and Savannah Gold, one of his co workers, occurred in Mandarin, Florida. For his part in this horrible deed, Lee Rodarte Jr. was found responsible for second-degree murder and given a 40-year jail term in 2021. Although nothing is known about Lee Rodarte Jr.'s early years, he was born in 1989 and seemed like a typical American citizen. He had been a manager at Bonefish Grill for 5 years and was 28 years old at the time of the crime. His 12-year girlfriend was Chelsea, and his sister, Amber Camarillo, had been imprisoned for a different crime for 20 years. After connecting through their workplaces, Lee and Savannah had been acquainted for roughly 8 months. They eventually grew close. Lee, though, became worried when Savannah started abusing narcotics heavily. Despite a few times trying them together, he remained wary of heavier substances like heroin. When Lee's ex-girlfriend Chelsea made a comeback into his life, their relationship took a complex turn. Lee had distanced himself from Savannah. However, they restored their friendship when he noticed that Savannah was healthier and better after being hospitalized. On occasion, they would hang out, but Lee was once more concerned about Savannah's resumption of drug use. Before the incident, Lee and Savannah made a mutual decision to end the relationship. Lee wanted to concentrate on his affairs. Savannah agreed to end communication. On August 2, 2017, Savannah showed up for her shift at Bonefish Grill wearing her uniform. But instead of going inside, she climbed into Lee's car's passenger seat. After a struggle inside the car, Lee eventually exited, unlocked Savannah's driver's side door, reached inside, and sped off in his car. Savannah did not get out of her car. Lee revealed to co-workers that they were still dating. Following Savannah's disappearance, Lee claimed in text messages sent to family members that she had fled with a man. These messages sparked curiosity. When Savannah failed to get home after her shift, her family registered a missing persons report. Lee gave law enforcement a thorough description of what happened on the day Savannah vanished. He clarified that he had approached Savannah about spreading untrue rumors. As their disagreement grew, Savannah entered a nearby green pickup truck. Lee went home after leaving the incident. Lee had a sinister secret that he was the one who killed Savannah. Despite helping to distribute Savannah's missing posters, later the inquiry would show that he had cut his neck. Lee's motivations are still a puzzling mystery. Savannah's life suddenly ended. The sad reminder of Lee Rodarte Jr.'s execution in August 2017 is provided by his sentence for second-degree murder. Police questioned Lee Rodarte about a young woman who had been kidnapped for a number of days. He claims he last saw Savannah during the interview. He originally denied seeing her, but he subsequently acknowledged seeing her board a green truck. Rodarte described that he was unable to identify the driver's gender. Savannah knew the guy in the truck, according to the man. This led to speculations that Rodarte might learn more about Savannah. The interviewer questioned why Rodarte had not earlier brought up this important information. Rodarte acknowledged talking to Chelsea, who was worried about his relationship with Savannah about the circumstance. But he did not immediately tell the police with the information. Further investigation indicated that Rodarte had erased text that dealt with his conversations with Savannah and his discussions regarding the situation with Chelsea. He claimed that he was worried because he did not want to get in jail. Rodarte was urged for more information. He denied any participation in Savannah's disappearance and said he had not seen Savannah. The evidence started to contradict his claims. The actions that took place on that day Savannah vanished were captured on surveillance footage. According to the law enforcement community, Savannah was captured on camera entering Rodarte's car and staying there the entire time. The video evidence disproved Rodarte's claim that she entered a green truck. Rodarte ultimately acknowledged leaving with Savannah in his car after being confronted with his evidence. But he stated that he was unaware of what had occurred to her. He mentioned that she might have overdosed on narcotics while they were dating. Rodarte made an effort to minimize his role, but it became clear that he was a person of interest in Savannah's disappearance. He was frequently asked to divulge details that would assist in locating her and bringing her family closure. Rodarte's partial cooperation prompted questions about his involvement in the case. Lee Rodarte admitted to killing Savannah Gold in August 2017 while being questioned by Jacksonville police. During a violent altercation in his car, he confesses to killing her. In an effort to defend himself from her assault, Rodarte claimed to have accidentally killed her. He claimed that during the scuffle, he heard a popping sound, which was her death. Authorities were able to extract Savannah Gold's remains from a nearby body of water after learning of his confession. She died violently by homicide, as evidenced by the massive burns on her body. Rodarte claimed self-defense, but his actions, including burning her body, suggested deliberate intent rather than that. This led several people to doubt him. Rodarte received a plea agreement in March 2021, and as a result of the verdict, he was given a 40-year prison term for second-degree murder. He agreed to the plea agreement, which resulted in a lighter sentence than what may have been imposed if a trial had been held. Though the terrible circumstances of Savannah Gold's death remain troubling and unsettling, Rodarte's conviction provided some peace for the members of her family.